Hey. Yeah. Yeah. You're definitely on the video. You what? You're definitely on the video. Yeah. You're definitely on the video. You what? You're definitely on the video. How do I? Okay. It's a whole new world. Good morning, church. I just wanted to take a few moments and talk with you a little bit about where we're at in terms of returning to in-person worship. We still do not have a timeline on when we will be able to return to the church building, and we are finalizing our protocols for what that will look like, and we will have some more detailed instructions that we are going to mail out in the coming weeks once we are ready to return to in-person worship. We should be getting word on that in the next couple of weeks, so stay tuned for that. In the meantime, though, we wanted to acknowledge and give you an opportunity to meet in groups. We know that some of y'all have already been meeting in some of your small groups, like Emmaus groups or Bible study groups, and we just want to continue to encourage you to do that, but to do that in a way that is safe and healthy for everybody involved. And so with that, we wanted to, as our task force on returning to in-person worship has been meeting, we wanted to give you some guidelines for meeting in groups. And we want to also let you know that as we've been thinking about this, that that we think that you can meet in these groups even on Sunday morning and watch worship together, and discuss the sermon or discuss the service together. Share a meal together. There's a specific way we want you to do that, but we want our folks to be able to see each other, but to do so in a safe and effective way that follows all of the state guidelines and all of the CDC guidelines as well. So with that, let me, I want to take a moment and share my screen with you. Give me just a moment. So here's our guidelines. What we want to do is, again, make sure that we're meeting in groups of 10 people or less. And we want these groups really to be mostly outside in a front or backyard. So groups, first of all, that choose to meet in person, we want you to continue providing a way for others who cannot attend in person, either for health reasons or because they're out of town, or even something like that. Continue to find a way to do that online, either through Facebook Live or through Zoom. There's also Google Hangouts, FaceTime even, whatever works for y'all. So these groups should meet outdoors or in large, well-ventilated spaces. We encourage the use of parks and parking lots, front or backyards. Right now, the use of church facilities is going to be discouraged or limited. We want you to maintain social distancing at all times. That's 6 feet of social distancing at all times. And masks are strongly encouraged for the health of everybody involved at all times, regardless of whether you're doing good social distancing or being outdoors. This, again, is a way to love our neighbors and love one another as God in Christ has loved us, and to do no harm as well. And so we really want you to, we're asking all of our members to wear masks. we want you to take a BYOE approach to everything. So bring your own everything. Don't share any objects that could be handled by multiple individuals. So that includes bringing your own chairs, bringing your own drinks and food. If you are going to read in Bibles, make sure you bring your own Bible, or use an app on your phone, or whatever works. Don't share sports equipment. So that's like frisbees or footballs. Things like that. We're not going to pass any kind of offering plates or anything like that at these group meetings. We don't want you to share food. However, you can bring your own food, bring your own drinks, those kinds of things. If you're meeting indoors, then, and again, we would prefer you meet outdoors. But if you are going to have to meet indoors, make sure that all contact surfaces, all surfaces that will be contact, are sanitized before and after the meeting. And hand sanitizer should be used, or gloves worn. You can use bathrooms at people's homes as long as the exhaust vent stays on at all times. Some of the research that I've done, we've noticed that bathrooms are actually fairly safe because of that circulation of air that can be going on at all times. Just make sure you keep your mask on, wash your hands for 20 seconds, and then we want you to disinfect again after each use. And as with everything, those who are in at-risk categories or age 65 or older, we encourage you to continue just participating online only. So these are our guidelines for small groups, and we'll be sending this out in the weekly e-messenger so that you can have that. We will communicate it in other ways as well. We'll post it on our Facebook group, this picture, so you can follow that. And yeah, we want you to really we want you to really lean into this and try and meet in each other's homes for worship on Sundays. The way I think about it is, imagine if if 10 or even 50 of our church members were to host home groups and worship at their home, and maybe they're meeting in the backyard and watching on a backyard TV or on a laptop or something like that, or then you can invite neighbors to that. And if just 10 were to do that, invite 10 neighbors to join with them, that's 100 new guests to our church that may not ever step foot inside our church building, but because you know them and have a relationship with them, maybe they would join with you and worship in your backyard, or at least for a meal, and you could talk about your worship experience. So we really just want you to kind of capture that vision and get on board there. The other thing I would ask is, if you are willing to host a group in your home, we would like for you to sign up to be a home group shepherd, and to let us know. And so you'll need to send me an email that you're willing to be a home group shepherd, and because we want to do some extra training and just conversing with you and just wanting to keep tabs on some of those things. So if you would, please just let me know if you're willing. I know when we sent out the survey, there were about 10 people who said they were willing to host groups in their home, and I think that's great. I think that would be awesome. So if you are willing, please let me know. All right, I think that's pretty much it for today, and sorry for the noises in the background. I'm here at home, and the boys are all over the place, and it's hard to keep them contained. But anyway, I look forward to seeing you all again very soon, and there will be more details to come of what it's going to look like to return to in-person worship, and we'll be sharing that in the coming weeks. All right, well, grace and peace. Y'all have a wonderful day, and go enjoy the beautiful weather. All right.